guys, Christian the Haver Card Man coming back at you with another D-Time card discussion video today, and I swear to God, I am just losing my mind control, guys. So anyways, before we get into this card discussion today, be sure to go hit that subscribe and that bell notification down below so you guys can stay updated on all of the future content of the Coalition of Scrubs. It's not just me, there are several other YouTubers here that are providing you guys with some awesome Yu-Gi-Oh content, so be sure to stay tuned and check all that out. Also, all of their individual channels will be linked down in the description if you want to go check them all out and give them all some love. They're all awesome creators and they really deserve the love, so be sure to go check them all out, myself included. My link is also down there, and just go show everyone some love. Thank you guys, and let's go ahead and get into today's video and talk about why I am losing my mind control. Now, I'm recording this at the end of April, and I think it was last ban list or the ban list before, sometime recently, mind control got put down to 1. And now, honestly, I don't think this was the right call. I think the right call was to ban this card outright, because mind control is just insane. Now, if you guys haven't read the effect of mind control, let me just give you, or you can't remember the exact details, let me just give you a quick refresher here. Mind control is just a normal spell card that simply states, target one monster your opponent controls until the end phase, take control of that target, but it cannot declare an attack or be tributed. One of the most powerful single lines of effect text in Yu-Gi-Oh! Now, what does this remind you of? Well, may I introduce you to a card that you probably already know, the banned Change of Heart. The spell card that simply states target one monster your opponent controls, take control of it until the end phase. Who thought that was a good idea? Oh boy, Konami sure did. So anyways, mind control is clearly the nerfed version of Change of Heart, in that the monster that you take control of cannot declare an attack or be tributed. There's still so many reasons why this card is wrong, and why it really shouldn't even be at 1. Now, my big argument for this is because you can take control of any one monster your opponent controls, provided it is able to be affected by spell effects, or any card effects for that matter, and given that it can be targeted by effects. Those are the two big things to worry about here. But providing that you can get past both of those parameters, Mind control can just take any monster it wants. Say, for example, a Link 4 Appaloosa that has 4 negates on it. So you can just steal an Appaloosa with 4 negates on it that can't stop your mind control, by the way, unless they have something else that can negate it, like a Borderlord Savage Dragon. You can just take it over and have 4 negates on your field that can stop hand traps, so you can have your own free combos. Not only that, you have an additional body to go into Link plays. You guys starting to see where I'm getting at here. Now, mind control, even when it was at 2, was a disaster. Now, with mind control being at 1, honestly, I don't like the idea of limited cards. If a card is going to be getting limited, ban it. Obviously, it was dangerous enough to begin with. It should not be existing in the game right now. Ban it. Or let it run rampant and let everyone have access to it. Because when you get in limited cards, you run into the issues that we had when Max C was legal. Now, Max C, when it was at 3, was a little bit more balanced because it was equally likely that any player would draw it, provided they were running 3 copies in their deck, and they'd be able to, get their pluses off of Max C or whatever. But when they put it down to 1, it became a matter of who was lucky enough to draw the 1 copy of Max C to win the game. Now, mind control is clearly not as drastic as Max C, neither are most of the limited cards on the ban list, but it does still become a luck of the draw. If you're going against an opponent, they set up this crazy board that's got like an Appaloosa and like a couple other monsters that they have to set up into their next turn, and you just slap down the mind control and take that Appaloosa and they don't have anything to negate your spell card, then now you're just looking at a whole bunch of just nasty things, and you can potentially just shift the tide of the game with 1 spell card. And that to me is where mind control becomes to be an issue, and I really think it just needs to be banned, especially in Master Rule 5, now that everybody's playing all these decks that just spam crazy things onto the board and just kind of let it stick and see what happens. Because now your opponent can just go on their turn, mind control whatever is most important to you, and link it away into something else. So then they can have their own monster and just get a free body after you put in all the work to give it to them. I honestly think this card is more annoying and more upsetting than Lightning Storm, because this is also not a hard once per turn. Not even a soft once per turn. If you have a way to recycle this card, you can use it more than once. And that's what I really don't like about it. Because there are, I mean, some very roguish strategies that could recycle this, but eventually along the line, somewhere down the road, there's gonna be a deck that finds a way to abuse just repeatedly using this card. I feel it. Like, it's probably not super likely that's gonna happen, but I feel like somewhere down the road, it could easily happen. So, in my mind, mind control should just be banned. It's so cheap just being able to take whatever you want for free. Now, provided there are definitely means for your opponent to negate this, including, you know, Borreload Savage Dragon, Solemn Judgment, just general means of negating stuff. That's fine, but not everybody's running those. Some people are just running normal combo decks that they're just out here to have fun with and play and enjoy. Or even decks like Adamancipator, which I suppose they have negates built into most of their archetype, but if they have already used up those negates, if you use Mind Control a little bit later on just to steal whatever you want, yeah, I don't know. To me, Mind Control is a problem, and it should just be all the way gone. I don't like this limboing at 1 and just letting it be a luck of the draw thing. Now, stuff like Foolish Burial and 1-for-1, you know, stuff like that's not obviously broken at 1 copy, or even like a super luck of the draw thing, they're just additional consistency boosters. I personally think those are completely fine, because they don't really do all that much in shifting the way the game works. Now, obviously, 1-for-1, you get stuff like Magician's Souls that makes that a little bit more consistent, you know, things like that. But still, they could be a lot worse. I mean, it's not like they're able to just destroy everything and give you the instant win or turn the entire tide of a game off of 1 card. You're not going to be breaking anything off of just those 1 cards. It's reasonable if they're at 1 and not to have them at 3, because once you have them at 3, then they do become an issue. But Mind Control is one of those cards that it should just be either all at 3 so everyone can have it, or at 0 so nobody can have it. That is my opinion on the card. I would love to hear what you guys think down in the comments below. I always love hearing your guys' thoughts and chatting with you about it, because a lot of the times we're in disagreement, and that is totally okay with me. This is a game of theory and just personal preference. Do you guys think what you want to think? You let me know. I'm always curious to hear your thoughts. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today. Thank you all again so much for your support, and I hope to see you all in the next video. Remember to have fun and make your move. Peace out.